Comparing quantities using proportion, exercise 5.3 part 2. Sixth question. The population of Hyderabad was 68 lakh 9,000 in the year 2011. If it increases at the rate of 4.7% per annum, what will be the population at the end of the year 2015? So population of Hyderabad in 2011 is 6809,000. So this is the principal P. R is rate of interest. The rate at which the population is growing is 4.7. So R is 4.7%, and then we have to find the amount in this particular type of problems, because the growth of the increase or decrease of population and other such problems, we have to calculate the compound interest formula, the amount formula. Okay, it grows according to the compound interest formula. So we have to calculate the amount here. So what is the amount? We have to find the increase after the next 4 years. So n is 4. A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power n. This is the amount formula for compound interest. So A equal to 680,9,000 into 1 plus R is 4.7 by 100 whole to the power of 4, which is equal to 8182,199 after simplification. So this is the population of Hyderabad at the end of year 2015. So 8182,199 is the answer. Find the compound interest paid when a sum of 10,000 is invested for 1 year and 3 months at 8.5% per annum compounded annually. Compounded annually means every year. So P is 10,000, N is 1 year and 3 months means 1 and 3 by 12. 3 months out of 12 months means 1/4. So 1 and 1 by 4 years. N is 1 and 1 by 4. R is 8.5, that means 17 by 2%. So what is the value of A? A is P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of n, that is equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 17 by 200 whole to the power of 1 and 1 by 4. So here we have a mixed fraction here. So how should we calculate the amount in such cases? First we have to calculate for 1 year, this whole part, and then for 1/4 year. 1 year we have to find out A equal to 10,000 into 1 plus 17 by 200 whole to the power of 1. That is the whole number part. So that is equal to 10,850. So we have to take this 10,850 as the principal for the next calculation. So for this 1 by 4 year, we have to calculate simple interest. So P is 10,850. This amount becomes the new P now, and I is PTR by 100. For simple interest, the formula is PTR by 100. So 10,850 into 1 by 4 year into T is 1 by 4, R is 17 by 2 by 100. This is equal to 230.56 rupees. This is the interest. So what is the amount to be paid after 1 year 3 months? What is the total? This 10,850 plus 230.56, which is equal to 11,080.56. So the total compound interest is 11,080.56 minus 10,000. So from this total amount we have to subtract the principal, equal to A minus P, final A minus P. This 11,080.56 minus the first principal, which is 10,000. That gives us 1,080.56 rupees. This is the total compound interest. Arif took a loan of 80,000 from a bank. If the rate of interest is 10% per annum, find the difference in amounts he would be paying after 1.5 years if the interest is compounded annually and compounded half yearly. Here we have to find the interest if it is compounded annually and if it is compounded half yearly. So first let us calculate the interest for annual compounded annually case. Okay, P equal to 80,000, R equal to 10%, N equal to 1.5 years. Okay. If the interest is compounded annually, okay, A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N. So first we have to calculate, just like we did for the last problem. First we calculate for 1 year because this is a mixed fraction. First to the whole number part. Okay, first the whole number part and then the half. Okay, so first N is 1. A equal to 80,000 into 1 plus 10 by 100 whole power 1, which is equal to 88,000. So this becomes the new P. 88 P is 88,000, T is half, R is 10. So I equal to PTR by 100 for the next half year. So 88,000 into half into 10 by 100, which is 4,400. So total amount to be paid is 88,000 plus 4,400, which is equal to 92,400. Okay, let this be 1. Total compound interest is this 92,400 minus 80,000. So 12,400. Okay. So 92,400 is the amount if it is calculated annually. So let us calculate for if the interest is compounded half yearly. Okay, half yearly means here we have to remember one thing. If it is compounded half yearly, the rate of interest becomes R by 2 because half yearly means if the existing rate of interest is 10, we have to write the rate of interest as 10 by 2, which is equal to 5. P is 80,000, N is 3. Why is N 3? Because if the interest is compounded half yearly, in 1.5 years time, how many conversion periods will be there? What is a conversion period? That means how many 6 months? Half yearly means 6 months. How many 6 months will be there in 1.5 years? 3. So that particular 3 becomes the N here. So 3 conversion periods in 1.5 years. So N is 3. If it is half yearly, the R becomes R by 2 and N is number of conversion periods in that particular period. So again, A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole power N. 80,000 into 1 plus 5 by 100 whole cube. So 80,000 into 105 by 100 whole cube. So the answer is 92,610. This is value 2 if it is calculated half yearly. So what is the difference between 1 and 2? 92,610 minus 92,400, which is equal to rupees 210. This is the difference between the interest if they are calculated annually and half yearly. Okay. 9th problem. I borrowed rupees 12,000 from Prasad at 6% per annum simple interest for 2 years. Had I borrowed this sum at 6% per annum compounded annually, what extra amount would I have to pay? Here, first the P is 12,000, R is 6% and T is 2 years. But this is on simple interest. So, first we will calculate the simple interest. I equal to PTR by 100, which is equal to 1440. Let this be 1. Now, if this particular sum is borrowed and if it is compounded annually on compound interest, what is the extra amount? That's what he is asking. So, let us calculate compound interest. A equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of N. That is equal to 12,000 into 1 plus 6 by 100 whole square, which is equal to 13,483.2. This is the amount. So what is the compound interest? Compound interest equal to A minus P. 13,483.2 minus 12,000, which is equal to 1483.2. 1483.2. So this is the compound interest. Now he is asking what will be the difference? What will be the difference between 1 and 2? That is, if it is the interest is simple interest, if the interest is compound interest, what is the difference between those two? That's what he is asking. So the difference between 1 and 2 is 1483.2 minus 1440, which is equal to 43.2. In a laboratory, the count of bacteria in a certain experiment was increasing at the rate of 2.5% per hour. Find the bacteria at the end of 2 hours if the count was initially 5,06,000. T equal to 5,06,000. That is the principal. R is rate of interest, which is 2.5%. N is 2 because At the end of 2 hours, we have to find out the value. So, here in this kind of problems, what we have to do, the rate of increase or decrease of bacteria or population, whatever it is, it will always be the compound interest calculation. So, what is the compound interest? Compound interest formula is A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power of N. That is equal to 5,06,000 into 1 plus 2.5 by 100 whole square, which is equal to, after further simplification, it is 5,31,616. So, the count of bacteria at the end of 2 hours will be 531,616. Like, share and subscribe for more videos.